Hello, and a warm welcome to Tarot Talks with Edith Mary. I'm your host, Edith Mary, master reader and tarot educator. I've been psychic or intuitive most of my life and have been reading and studying tarot over 12 years. I have written several books on tarot, Akashic records, and even some scary or not so scary fiction and poetry. In each episode of Tarot Talks, we will take a deep dive into one of the tarot cards, the symbolism, the deeper meanings, card combinations, and eventually we'll get to the layouts as well. I'll also answer any questions you have texted or emailed me. You can reach me by email, Facebook, or through the metaphysical store, Perfect Love and Perfect Trust in San Antonio, Texas. They have a ton of books, crystals, sage, jewelry, drums, classes, and of course, tarot cards. Check them out in person or on their website. So with all of that in mind, let's get started. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tarot Talks with Edith Mary. I'm your host, Edith Mary, and today we are taking a deep dive into the Wheel of Fortune. In the Wheel of Fortune, we see the full gamut of emotions and feelings that we experience in our lives. The old adage, what goes around comes around, definitely applies here with the Wheel of Fortune, because you have up days, you have down days. We have up cycles in your life where everything is going well for a few months and then it seems to all disappear. That's all about the cycles. You cannot have all good or all bad. It just doesn't exist in the universe that we live in. Life is always in flux. It changes from moment to moment. There is absolutely nothing we can do about it. We can't stop it, nor should we. Because without that steady progression, we don't grow, we don't learn. Life, it would be like the Ferris wheel got stuck at the top. What we can do, however, is change the way we perceive the situation we're in. We can choose to do the woe is me, look what life is doing to me, I'm miserable, and the whole world is against me. Or you can choose to see it as a learning opportunity. What went wrong? How did I participate in it? And how can I fix it? That will get you out of the down cycle a little quicker by just thinking about it from a different perspective. The literally, how can I fix this situation? Because you're asking for, at that point, for your spirit guide's advice on what to do when this happens again and how to get out of it. The Wheel of Fortune can signal anything that brings change. That could be getting a different job, going to rehab, going back to school, having a child, getting married or not. It's just anything that heralds a change, usually a major change. In general, this card, if it's in the upright or positive position, generally indicates more of the same. If it's in the shadow position, it's going to indicate that maybe things aren't going to go quite as well as we thought they were. And we go back to the questions of, how did I participate in this and how do I fix it? We all know that life is a cycle. The only thing we can change is our perception. And that choice belongs to you of how to view your life. That's what the Wheel of Fortune actually gives us the opportunity to do, to view our life a bit differently. In addition, the Wheel of Fortune also represents unexpected encounters, unexpected events, or sudden and intense twists of fate. Kind of like the Tower card. If you get the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card together, either something really, 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 really incredibly wonderful is about to happen, or your life is about to tank. So be prepared and that's a nice warning to have. You can feel like life is speeding up, passing you by, or you can feel like it's just slowed down and it's creeping along at a snail's pace. The choice again to view how that happens is yours, whether to take that opportunity and turn it into a learning experience for getting out of it now and how not to get into it next time. The lessons we learn from this cycle can turn us bitter, or they can be those unexpected opportunities to change the way we think. Because when we change the way we think, we change our behavior. And those two things can go a very long way towards improving your life and your circumstances dramatically, which is one of the big lessons of the Wheel of Fortune. The shadow side of the Wheel of Fortune can also be a warning that karma's about to come get you. If you've been mean and nasty and the Wheel of Fortune is taking a downturn, guess what you're going to get back? precisely what you put in. It can also represent a descent into mental health issues, or going into recovery, or depression, or suicide, or bad health in general. It all depends on the cards surrounding your Wheel of Fortune card. For instance, if you get the 10 of coins or any prosperity card, really, it could mean that you're having a sudden financial windfall, a raise. Maybe you won the lottery, maybe a lawsuit came through, something big and major. However, if it's with the 5 or 7 of swords, it also could mean a financial loss. So if you're investing, maybe you want to switch to some safer investments for a while. That could also mean you're about to get canned at work. It could mean you're going to get a flat tire on the way to work or home or wherever. It could mean a lot of things. So it's a warning to look out, to watch for what's coming. Some questions to ask while studying your Wheel of Fortune. How can I transform the pain or hurt that I have or that I've caused? How can I minimize the situation? How can I avoid the karmic shrapnel from the situation? Or how can I change the path I seem to be on? Those are all really, really good questions for the Wheel of Fortune, because they herald a time when maybe things are going great or not so great. And it is a foreshadowing of those things, that either warnings or like, yay, something wonderful is about to happen. So think of it that way. Think of it as an opportunity for you or your clients to be watchful for, to take heed of, and to know that, as with all things, this too will pass, the cycle will end, and a new one will begin. So thank you very much for listening. You can find me on Facebook quite readily. I'm everywhere, hopefully. You could also find my book, Tarot Talks with Edith Mary, on Amazon, or through Perfect Love and Perfect Trust, who is the sponsor of this show. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. You've been listening to Tarot Talks with Edith Mary. If you have any questions or differing opinions about anything you heard today, please feel free to reach out. I always welcome curious minds and encourage study and open discussion, as long as we are kind and use our manners. I'm currently accepting new clients and students, though the classes do fill up fast. Another one will always be coming up. All the information you need to reach me is on my introduction page. This episode has been sponsored by Perfect Love and Perfect Trust, the finest metaphysical shop in San Antonio. They have 2 locations to serve you, and their website is always open. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk tarot next time.